Hello YouTube. Well, I'm going to start doing the electrical on the cat grader tonight. Going to try to get the drive motors all hooked up and get the wheels on. I have done a whole bunch of prep work. I got the screws in there and everything. I've weighted the tires. I'm going to show you how I did that on this last one. Some weights there. There's not much weight in this model like there is the rest of mine from the other designer for the loader and the rock truck. He put a lot of spots for weights, but in this one I put a weight box on the front. That came with the file. There's a little bit of weight inside here, and I have these weights up here, but it's pretty light. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I did here. A friend of mine reminded me the other day of doing this. Not one thing I kind of really like doing just because it puts extra load on the motors, but when you got no other choice, that's what I'm going to do. I've done a ton of prep work for this video, just because I didn't want to be fumbling around too much. I've got my wiring ran, and you see these hydraulic line holders, which is actually for my power cables. This is actually something that's used in the 1-to-1 scale. This is something I designed on Tinkercad. I just like it, a little more scale look. Holds the wires. They're running up there. What else we got? I have these motors already set in. I'd set them in when I painted it. I've marked it. I've already gone around and found out which side's the power side for forward, which side's the forward side for this motor, and the other motor on the other side. Yeah, hub on this one already. I got the hub on most of them, except for one motor. I can show you after how I do that. And yeah, let's get, I gotta get some soldering done here. What do we got here? So the steering servo's up in there. It ends up being these 3 wires. As you can see, I've got them marked already. I just like to go all black because it looks more scale. Looks more like hydraulic lines. We'll get into cutting those, and I was about to say braze, solder them up. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Get my phone all set up. So I'm gonna work on this side first. You guys can all see that all right. Get this clip off. I was just testing something out earlier. These will be my 2 power wires. They'll come down. They're coming from the engine bay, obviously. I'm gonna try to get those on first. Get them cut. Let's see. So I gotta kind of see what is gonna happen here. So I actually come in here somewhere. I want to run them down here. like a so. See, I just got to figure out what's going to happen here. I'm just wondering. Yeah. I run them down there like that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Turn on my soldering iron. Just kind of clamp this on here. Get on there. Go with that. So I'm just trying to make sure I leave enough wire there for it to steer properly. Now, with the hydraulic clamps I have, there's enough. They are loose enough that I can put these on here and then pull the cable through. Might just do that. Probably end up doing that. This one's going to be a little bit shorter because it's a little bit closer. And I wanted to yeah, it should. Probably want to have to put that on anyway. This wire is 18 gauge, by the way. I don't know if that focus in there enough for that. I got it off at Amazon. It's silicone, so it's got some nice bend to it and everything. All right. See what kind of mess I can make. Soldering these puppies on. Well, if I can find my solder. I moved stuff around before I started the video and it kind of put stuff where it doesn't belong. Anybody see it? Anybody? Oh my God, where'd I put it? It's right there. All right. Oh. Clean my tip. You always need a good clean tip. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so that. Everybody's got the fancy little stands and that to hold it. This is part of my fancy stand. It fell apart. Didn't work so well, unfortunately. Okay. I'm gonna run these wires. We're gonna run like this. And then this one is going to go back here, and I'm going to try to solder it underneath because these wires that run over to the other side, I want to solder on the top. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry, I got soldering gun in my mouth. I gotta run this one first. Look at that. I got hot on the old fingies. Dude. And that's that one. Both on there nice and solid. Yeah. This one, this one. Put a little paste. A bit of solder. And this one here is going to go to the back. This one here is going to go, I guess this one's the back. The other one's the front. It's kind of hard to get a good angle for you guys and for me. Seems I'm the one doing the work. I need the better angle. There. Nice and tight. That should work like that. I'll put another one of those clamps, hydraulic clamps there to hold it. All right. So now, gotta run around here to the other side. So we have, let's get this done. Paste on it. These motors are 45 RPM gear reduction motors. One thing I want to say, it's not 45 RPM is not that fast, but it gives you the torque and power you need. A lot of guys complain about that in this hobby, that it's not fast, it's not fast, it's not fast. Yeah, but the faster you go, the more power you lose for this equipment. Equipment needs torque more than it needs speed. So I live with it. I'm not running down a highway or anything with it. I'm just playing with it in my backyard. So it is what it is. All right, so I have that line. Just got to make sure. So it's this wire connected to that line over there. I'm gonna do a little crisscrossy here, I guess, but all right. So like I said, I predetermined. I took my battery, hooked it up to the pigtails, put it on here, and figured out which way was forward and just marked it. So what I want is the power side on the left motor to match the power side on the right motor. That way both of them will be spinning in the right direction. If you know what I mean. Sorry guys, I know this isn't the greatest angle for you. Isn't really the greatest angle for me either. Let me get this wire out of the way. Did I not? You guys watch that? I only soldered the one, not both of them. Oh, she's gonna be a rough night, boys and girls. Do, 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 do. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, so I pre-measured the links out before this video. Tell you, if I didn't, standing right now, I probably have 20 hours into just this alone. The last 2 days, probably 3 hours of prep work at least, just to get it this far. Yeah, lots of work. I'm going to show you guys something here, just so you understand those. So essentially, the hydraulic clamps is a base. This is a quad one. And the wire goes in there, and then that goes on top of it. Put your other wire through. They are fiddly little things when they're this small. In 1-to-1 version, they're not that fiddly. Right? Up like that. And there's that. It just kind of sandwiches it all together. So that's how those work. So I have to put another one probably there. I'll deal with that off camera. Oh, it's gonna have to come down a little bit. Something like that. Anyway, that's how you can see I got one of the hydraulic holders there, and on the other side, we'll put my steering back together. Probably paint these up later. We'll see. Should we test it? See if we did anything proper? Let's see. You guys can see there. Oh, where are my wires? Alright, so it's this one. This one. This one and this one. To move that. When doing this, be careful. I put my finger in between. It could be a shocking experience. All right. Hey. Did a thing. Nice. All right. I hit that right off the note, right on the button, so I'm going to mark this one so I know my forward. You know, I'll put it away there. No, that's my power forward. Let's move back here and get this steering servo hooked up. Two of the lines come through the quad here, and then I have a single one designed as well. It's coming through there. So I pre-marked all that, like I said before. White, I'm probably going to reuse this. Let's see. It's always that thing, you know. You want enough, but you don't want too much, sort of thing. What is this one? Black. Black. Let's make sure it's not the red. Yeah, there's the red there. I'm going to cut this puppy a little bit shorter. You think you have a big workspace until you start working on something. You guys a little closer. How much of that stuff you seen before? Anyway. Oop, wrong size. And I know you can buy these ends and the pins and just like I could pin these and put them in there. But every single time the damn pin falls apart. I can never get it to work properly. I don't know why. Alright, so this is black. Just making sure that's gonna be alright. A little tight, but should be alright. Don't mind the upstairs noise. It's a madhouse. Anybody else got any hobbies other than this? Mine's motorcycles. And I think this one's more expensive. Yeah, I know it is. But it's still fun. You usually do it like this. We go one wire at a time here. Ba, 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 ba. If you're afraid to pull on it, you probably didn't do a good job. One. Undulator. I shouldn't have cleaned up. I know it doesn't look like I cleaned up, but I moved stuff around. Alright, that's that one. What do we got here? Red. This is why I tried to do a whole bunch of setup before this. It's a whole lot of fiddling around, right? You guys know. How many times have you guys forgotten to put the heat shrink on? It's like flaring a brake line, forgetting to put the fitting on. Son of a... You guys know. You've been there. So I'm just kind of pushing them together and twining them kind of, just kind of like that, right? And the wires just kind of feed into each other, what I'm doing. And just like that. Oh. Couple stragglers to get rid of. That'll work better. One more. Almost did it again. Hope you guys are getting a good view there. We'll see. I'm no professional, that's for sure. I probably could have done this prior to this video, but where's the fun in that? I already did enough prior to this video. Let's see. If you're wondering what the weights are, get them off of Amazon. They're 1/4 ounce. Yeah, 1/4 ounce weights. And maybe you weren't wondering. I don't know. Just in case you were. That's what they are. Okay, last one there. Perfect. What were these 2 wires for? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. We're going to test out the steering. And then we're going to do the rear axles. Get them all wired up. So for this, I'm using, this is a Hobby Wing. Dual motor. I believe I got it off of, so it's an 860 dual brushed. I got it off of Amazon. So that's what we're going to be using for an ESC. I'm using my radio link. AT10. Quite happy with it. There's always mixed reviews on everything, but I don't know. So far, it's been working for me. I have 7 models hooked up to it now. Alright, just having a drink. So the R12DS radio link receiver. I've already programmed it to the radio. Let's see. Number 1. Number 2. Stop me if I'm doing something wrong, because I always forget. 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. I can't remember. For the love of God. And battery. I already have it changed over for LiPo. Oh. Turn the radio on. Receiver's on. Hey, steers. Look at that. Will it drive? What do you think? Shove this in here. So yeah, I'm gonna run the front motors off one, and then all the 4 back motors off the other. Hopefully that'll work. Oh, that one and this one. I gotta switch the wires around. Not bad. Not bad at all. You have to get all that flipped around. I see it's going faster in reverse than it is going forward. I have to set my endpoints too, because I don't want to be pinching those wires too much. But anyway, let's call that a success. This all button up off camera, because it can be fiddly and just annoying. All right. I don't throw this stuff out. I keep it for stuff like this, little lines and all that. Yeah. So kind of left this apart to show you how it kind of went together. This is also like 45 turn gear reduction motor. That, what did I do with the, put them over here. Over here, I got my drill plugged in, I'm gonna need that. Oh, let's see. Bingo, bango, bongo. So, it's the flange. It's, what was that? Six millimeter. I think this was 22, 21, 22, 22. When I do them, it's a flat edge. Took the grinder. And what I did is I put this on here, leveled it off with that, put a pen down, or my marking pen down in there, marked it, and cut a groove into all four of them, all six of them actually, because the fronts are all the same as well. So that'd help lock it in from coming out. I have to put the motor in. Motor can only go in one direction, like so. I'm not going to use the drill on this because I didn't want to be breaking stuff. She's about one ooga dooga on tightness. I don't put Loctite on these because I've never found that these have ever really backed out. Plus it'd just be a pain. But with that being said, I do put Loctite on these. And I don't mess around with the Tamiya stuff anymore because it didn't work. Call them the big guns. Yeah. Never coming off. And don't worry, that'll be my problem, not yours. I used blue Loctite. They'd back out. I used that Tamiya Loctite, back out. The red, and not so much a back out. Not so much ever come back out again. But like I said, that's going to be a me problem. Not a you problem. Pre-start these. Oh, I'm using these instead of the grub screws because I find to get a better, more torque on them, a better grip on them. If you're wondering why I'm using those. Yeah, there's 4 holes correspond with the 4 holes on the flange. And there's some holes here for getting the screwdriver down in after to tighten those grub screws, which are actually screws, not so grubby. Three by, say, 8. Yeah, 8. If you're wondering, 3 by 8. You can over torque these, by the way. Strip out the PLA hole. Alright, so that's on. Now, just take it. This pretty much butts right up with the flange of the gearbox when it's on there. Slide her on. Yeah, so flat side, screw. Things like that. Hole is just not, there we go. This I give about 10 ooga-doogas to. Don't want her coming off. Alright, next. Oh. Get this on. Back cover on. There. Now, can you imagine sitting through a whole entire video of me doing that 6 times? Yeah. So, this is the way it's going to sit in the chassis. Need to figure out what I'm going to do here, because now this bar down here is in the way of the wiring. I didn't even think of that. Do I take it off? I don't want to take it off. It's a lot of work to take that off. I don't want to. Oh. We'll see. Where's that line up anyway? You know what? Maybe we'll just put the motors in there. Figure that out. I'm going to do this because we're about to work on it upside down. Alright. I want to figure out what motor, what wire, what in the actual what. Now I gotta remember. Let's do this. Reverse. Forward. Forward. This one. And forward is the back one on this one. Put this one back over. Forward is the back one on this one. Forward is this one. So it's going to be this one, this one, this one, this one. The reason why I'm doing all that A lot of you probably already knows. I gotta wire it up the same. This forward's gotta go to that forward's gotta go to that forward, blah blah blah, and on and on and on. Yada yada yada. I think what I might do, looking at it, I think I'll just do, yeah. Wire these motors up, run the wire up through, and these motors up and run a wire, 2 wires up through, then I'll join them together. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. This is, what all I use here? Yeah. Paintbrush shoved in my mouth. Trying to talk. I'm gonna do, because this is not gonna be seen. We're just gonna do red and black. Red and black ain't that whack. I don't know. Been a long day. And I turned my soldering iron off. What was I thinking? I do new. It's a quick soldering iron though. There we go. I gotta re-clean it because I cleaned it when I was off and that didn't work so well. I don't think I put any paste on that. If I did, I don't remember. Just looking at that, I just want a little shorter. All right, so I got that marked. Red is forward. Get into the thicker wire, it can be annoying to get soldered. On there. Oops, see. Nice and tight. Anybody ever take a soldering class? Is there soldering classes? I'm not great at it. I can tell you this. There used to be a day when I couldn't get him to stick at all. So now I'm going to call myself an expert. Just kidding. Look at that. We're going to run this. So this is going to be like that. That's the red one at the back. Like that. You guys still with me? I hope so. It's about to get very interesting. Just kidding. All right. Like that. Now, let's see here. How's that going to work? Yeah. It's going to work all right. Now, we want to run. Could be enough wire. Yeah, it's going to be enough. Things could get stickier in a second. Who thinks the wires are going to fall off as soon as I go to do this? Yeah, I think so too. We'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. like that. Come on, girl. Work with me. Clean the tip off. Yeah, stuff like that is frustrating, isn't it? Here's the soldering paste. Don't have enough. That fell off. Maybe just put some soldering paste on it. Someone, please. Tell me why it's burning my fingers way up there, but it's not melting the wire or the solder. The tip's dirty again. Doesn't help. There. Maybe it's not enough solder. Is that what it is? What do you guys think? Tell me. Help me. Help me. Anyway, whatever. You see, you gotta tug on it. Gotta give her a pull. Fell right off. Frustrating. Definitely not a temperature issue, I wouldn't think, because it's set at 896. So you think you guys got enough temperature. There we go. Go with that. And then we're going to do this. Let's see. This battery's powerful enough for this. view there. Hey! Oh my God, they're both going the same way. We did another thing. It's just the night of doing things. I'm going to put this in place. Yeah. Layout wires. You guys got to go on the other side of that. There's bearing on each side, and bearing also down here. And another 3 on the other side. Sneak those wires up into the provided hole. Like that. Like that. And why not test it one more time here? Yep. She's good. It's good. One more. And black. Red. Is that? Maybe I'll use that other. Let's see. What's that one and that one? My reds. This says positive right on it, stupid. But it was a good test. You never know. A lot of the motors I deal with don't have the plus and the minus on it. So that's where the confusion came in. Da, da, da. Like I see guys do this without even putting paste on them. And I think to myself, how do you do that? How in the world did he do that? I guess it's possible. I think it's possible, but I don't have any luck doing that. Barely have any luck doing it the way I'm doing it. Anyway, nice and pasty. Do, 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 do. Let me tell you, your opinions do matter. I'll listen. You're never too old to learn. Found that out a long time ago. Getting high off the fumes. No, I'm not. All right. Red. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Sorry for any sniffles. Seems to be cold going around everywhere right now. Yeah. I was wondering about that. Too short, son of a. Oh, there. Any chance I can do this? Yes, I can. Oh no, it's still too short. All right, be that way. Next, let's go with. I wanted to run that wire up top. Let's run a new wire. Forget it. I'll run a new one. It's frustrating when something doesn't work. That was the measure never, cut once technique. Well, I did measure it. I went like this. This time we're going to go a little longer. Then we're going to check. Hey! Imagine that. Made it long enough. Then you got times that it just works just like that. Who knew? Alright. So I want to run my next one off of here. Wire that runs up. Let's go with. Yeah, sure. Looks good. Excuse me for the sniffle. I'm gonna tell you something. I got sick mid-February. Put me out of work for a week. It took me 2 weeks to get over it. And the wife gets it. Well, if I don't get it again, this time I was able to work through it, but the first time, nope. Not at all. Let me get some on the other side there, if that's one of the reasons. Oops. Just not getting enough on there, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure by the time I put this video out, somebody will be able to tell me how to solder properly. I literally used to take it to a guy I knew to do my soldering. Literally. That's how bad I was at it. I just feel like a little more. Like, can you solder this for me? And he would. And one day I was like, no. Gotta figure out how to do it on my own. I heard YouTube videos are good for that. Come on. See, I don't feel like there's enough solder on that. What happened to it all? Because I put the paste on it? Where did all the solder go? Put a bunch on there. Where'd it go? I don't want to heat that up too much. I don't want to wreck the motor. All right. Oh. Good tug, tug. Tug-a-lug, chug, chug. Do the test. Oh. That's all right. I'm gonna make it work. I wanted these wires up here closer to the hole, but I think we'll make it work. forward. Forward they march. All right. Missing a bearing. Luckily for me, I put enough wire on this. We'll make this work. Have no fear. Bearing fell off again. We'll go bearing, double bearing, then double bearing, and bearing on the other side. It's like a 5mm threaded rod through it. Double knotted. That. I'm going to tighten that down. Loosen her off, a nooga-dooga. Sure I got good rotation, which I do. Perfect. You guys still with me? What do you think so far? Going all right. Done with the soldering gun. Oh, what should we do now? I guess we could put the wheels on. Anybody want to do wheels? So, these ones are all already done. Let's see here. That's before the weight. It's about half a pound. The so tires off of AliExpress. Yes, AliExpress. 110mm tall. I love the. I used to run Caterpillar equipment. And this is the tires that were on it. I'm a little die-hard kind of cat. Yeah, John Deere's as well. Pretty much the same color and everything. As you see, I'm just taking the strips, bending them. Tossing them up inside the tire. I hope this doesn't make the wheel or the motors work too hard, but we'll see. This one, it's not too hard to get the drive motors out. The other ones that I've built, a little more difficult to get into the drive wheels and everything. So I'm just trying to push it up. But we'll see. I remember doing this with my crawler tires, crawler wheels. I guess a lot of you guys probably have. If you've had crawlers, you've probably done it as well. I kind of forgot of that method. The madness. All right. Get your butt in there. I kind of messed this one up, but it'll work. I'll get it on there. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm full of determination. There we go. Told ya. You doubted me. I doubted myself. It's all right. I don't glue them. I find these are tight enough that they don't spin, so. There you go. You see that? Just a little under a pound now. Got some nice, have some good low down weight for traction. Sorry about the sniffle. But yeah, let's get some tires on this girl. They're up on all 6 paws. What do you guys say? Alright, let's do a little. Who made the mess? God. You know what they say about flat surfaces? They must be full. Overflowing. Alright. I don't think I'll drive all the screws in, just for your sanity. Let's see here. If we can get this propped up like so. Oh, kind of line that up with that, hopefully. I need this. 1.5 or 2, maybe 2 millimeter by 12, I believe. And just trying to line this one up with that. I put it on. Oh, this file does not come with these hubs or these rims. The rims that come with are kind of similar, but the hubs are totally different. These hubs are from my loader. That's a great thing about having a couple of different pieces of equipment. I like these hubs better, so I went with those. So if you end up getting this file and you're like, hey, why does his hub look different? That's why. A whole different designer. Dun, 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 dun. I could sit here and screw every screw in a hurry if you guys want, but something tells me, you know. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a lot of freaking screws, man. That's crazy. Oh, 12 times 6 is what, 72? Yeah. Want to see me do that 72 times? Show of hands. Anyone? No? Okay. That's what I thought. Oh, there's the weight I was looking for. Yup. Now she's getting heavy. This here is for a side blade. You guys will see that. There's also a file for a front blade. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I didn't print it because I didn't think I wanted it, and now I think I want it. So I'm probably going to print it, and I'll probably run the wiring up to the front for it, but not in this build video. It is something I want to do down the road. One more. Oh yeah. I wish you could feel that. That's had some weight to her. I'll scale it out at the end. Not today, but when I'm done it. Oi. Oi. Everything went backwards on the last one. Not looking at it. Straight doesn't help. Better with butter. That's what I needed, was a little butter on it. The steering servo, I can't remember what kg it was. More than likely a 20 off of Amazon. Been in there for so long, I forgot all about it. Oh wow. Yeah. That's got some good weight to it. There's the wiring for the steering servo, it's up inside here. Solid. Solid, I tell you. Now, if a guy could see if I can get it up off there. Excuse the reach. Up off of there, like so. Oh, right, where did I put all that stuff? It's over here. It's the noise I make when I'm looking for stuff. Or it's just the noise I make. Who knows? Who knows? Receiver. Wunderbar. One. Sorry for the sniffles. Two. One, two, deux, trois. And that's going to be the fun part, getting all this wiring in this spot at the end. You want to see some cursing and some swearing? Come back for that. Yep. One hell of a show. Now let's go a little longer. I got lots here. I'll finish this stuff. I got some ideas. Some ideas running through my head. I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. We'll see. I have ideas. Too many. Too many ideas sometimes. With that, I'm going to figure it off camera and I'll get back to you on it. We'll go here. Red goes into the yellow. Like so, and then the front motors we had, so the power, shove it down there. You guys seeing all this all right? Sort of, kind of, maybe, not really. Sorry. Down into there, like so. controller on. It's off or on. It's in the off position, which is good. Goodin'. My father and son-in-law would say, "Ya ya." German. He likes to say "ya ya," so we say "ya ya" all the time. "Ya ya." Well, what do you think, guys? Is it gonna work? Steers. Wow. Look at that, we did a thing. I'm gonna figure out why the thing's not going. There we go. Not bad. Well, guys, there you have it. Hope you stuck until the very end. Hope I didn't bore you too much. I'm gonna finish up stuff like this. Figure out this, how I'm going to do this. Whether I just get some bullet plugs to put it in there or not, we'll see. What else we got going on for the next video? I'm going to be hooking up the bottom blade. So I'll be running power to that. We got an actuator here, got two more out here, one the motor here. A lot going on here. We're going to try to get the actuator done and the side blade, and I'm just going to try to finish up all the motors. We'll see how that goes. This actually went an hour and 45 minutes, and I figured I'd be able to do it in an hour because I thought I had enough ready, but I didn't. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back, like, subscribe, keep on thinking outside the box, and appreciate you for sticking through it if you did. Have a good night.